I'm a few minutes early, so we're gonna delay just a couple minutes so people have a chance to get on if they want to be here for this live. Man, I have so much to say about Ali. I'm gonna start with the fact that if you weren't with me while his trial was going on, I had received an email from a video that I did on Ali and just really his before and after his arrest. And I had somebody reach out via email and they said they were a lawyer, but their law firm does documentaries. They team up with a different company and they wanted to ask me different questions. And we ended up playing phone tag for like a month. And then they went radio silent and gone. And now I'm questioning if he was actually a lawyer or was it like a family member or friend trying to get information. We'll never know because I keep every once in a while emailing, but they are gone. So we already knew that. Let's see. Give it like another 30 seconds and I'm going to go ahead and start. Move myself to the corner while we wait. So happy today is coming to an end. It was a long, long day here. And as always, if you need my volume turned up or down, let me know. All right, let's get into all of the things. If you have not been watching, we have been following along on Ali's YouTube channel, which is Jin Kid, because he's been posting on social media still. It's not him. He's in prison for life, but somebody else has been doing it and on his behalf. And the last 3 videos that were put up were audio recordings of him talking to a girl. And if you haven't seen any of them, go check out my lives because they're very interesting. And I actually think he is very similar to Wade Wilson, which is not a compliment, obviously. But there we are, we're going through, and I'm going to play you just part of what happened on this last video that was put out. So I'm going to go ahead and get it going.
I just told him, I'm sorry to parents trying to raise family. I'm sorry to my family. I never meant to hurt your family. Never my intention. And I'm sorry. And I feel horrible. And I feel, and the trial went the way it did. There's nothing I can do. I'm not looking for that.
It's weird. Hold on. It was doing this before to me, and I'm like, did he somehow get my video taken down? Well, we wait on that. So there we are last time, and we're listening to the audio, and we're going over everything, and all of a sudden, in my live feed, I get this. His account actually started writing in my live chat, and I was like, this is weird and awkward. But I then started asking, I paused my video and I started asking if there was any chance it was the girl, and if so, that I would love to talk with her. And I said several different things on that, but then we were just waiting, hoping and waiting. So I ended up getting an email, and of course my radar was up because you just never know who could be trying to fake being somebody and just all the things. But I responded back. We're going to go through some of our emails together. So the first thing that I was concerned about is you can see that their email looked like this. I blocked some of it out. No, we're not going to all harass the same person. But yeah, it looked like this. And I'm like, this is weird. And after just like 2 seconds of digging online, I found out that this is like one of those burn email type things. It's just a way for a person to hide their actual identity and their real email address. And they use this, and this gets forwarded to their normal email address. So, thought it was weird. Still concerned that it wasn't even really her, but whatever. So, let's go through. She said, "Hello, I've been made aware that you would like to talk to me about Ali." And I said, "Hey there, not sure you are from the newest video or the account that was live with me talking in my chat." I said, "Me and my subs are all curious about her, lots of questions." Let's keep going. So she said, "I am that girl. I have no idea who the Miss Jin kid is." I didn't say that. And I actually reread that like way too many times. I'm like, where did she pull that name from? What are you wanting to know? So yeah, like I said, I didn't say Miss Jin kid. I just said somebody was on his account verified with a check mark, and I wanted to know if it was her. So I didn't really get any answer to that. So then I was saying that I have a list of questions that I think myself and different subscribers have been asking, wanted to ask her them. Obviously, she doesn't have to answer if she doesn't want to. And I even extended her maybe doing like a FaceTime interview chat session. And she said at this point, she doesn't want her name out there. I don't blame her. I understand. So I'm not putting it out there today. And I brought up the fact that I wanted to verify who she is, and I was really meaning, can you give me something so I know that you're not just a random person, you are this person that you say you are? And nothing. And we went back and forth for a while, and still nothing. And then something crazy happened, and that is right here. Let's see how much I could show you. There it is. Okay. There was an error on the account that she used to be able to block her own email. It ended up tying her real email into it. And so I got to see just by the name, first and last name, got to see who it is. And I obviously started digging in online. And yes, it was that girl. And for all of you ever wanting to use a type of hidden email, don't do iCloud, because it definitely did not help her. Like I said, I'm still not going to say her name or show pictures or anything. I'm going to let that be for now. Would love to talk to her in the future, so if that door can just stay open. So I ended up emailing her a list of questions, and as I was saying in the video of the live that day, I just had a lot of questions about her, not even necessarily Ali. I wanted to know, who she was, how did they start talking, just all the things. Here are some of my questions. How did you meet and start talking to Ali? Did you reach out first? If so, why? I asked about the audio videos. Are they just friends, or is it developing into something more? She had brought up in one of their audio phone calls that she had not watched the trial, and I wanted to know if she now has, and if that changed anything for her. And after sending this, 2 days later, I got a response back, and not really what I was looking for, but
the digital world is...
Sorry. What else can you do? So she said, "We will not be taking personal questions at this time." And I just thought that was so interesting because she clearly waited to talk to him, which is obviously perfectly fine. But I thought it was interesting that they were being united together on this front, which also then draws the conclusion, to me at least, that there is something more than friendship going on. And I think the audio videos that were getting put out in the public was obviously for him to get some followers or traction of people that may flip-flop on him and be on his side. Have yet to see that from anybody. I actually think it was harmful to him. I mean, I was like, it was pulling teeth listening to the audio. It was so bad. But then after all this, and she sent me that email, that very day, they took down all of the videos that they had made. So now we only have the one from a year ago, and the other 3 are completely gone. Not on my page, though. They're on my page. We have them in the live videos. So if you missed any of them, go there. They are forever online in my account. But yeah, so very interesting, right? She also is from a completely different state, almost on the opposite side of the country as him. She reached out to him first, which I don't understand why girls have to do that. I mean, people who have murdered somebody and then they're writing them love notes and wanting to have a relationship. And it's like, no, this is a red flag. You're not supposed to be flocking to him. And so, yeah, a lot of it then, listening to their calls, reminded me of Wade Wilson. And I'm going to play a couple clips because it's ridiculous. Quite honestly, it's pretty ridiculous how much they sound similar. They're both just very narcissistic sounding. All right, let me go ahead and play Wade's.
You going to work at 7?
I do. So this week, so this week is going to be this weekend. I'm literally working tonight, tomorrow, Sunday morning, off Monday, Tuesday, but my weekends are like fucking shot, so. Tonight is not a late night though. I get out at like 2, but tomorrow and the next day are going to be like 5 in the morning, and then I'm going to be shot on Sunday because I have to be there at 9:30 in the morning.
Nah. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's wild.
I'll take it to make money. I'll do it. I don't mind.
Yeah, all right. Go make that money, baby. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. Okay.
So
I'm gonna tell you
what else is going on.
I'm gonna tell you. So I thought you understood by like speaking to that guy. Like he told you like kind of what was going on. Apparently not.
Okay, so you hear them laughing. I feel like his laugh is so forced. Maybe hers is too. I don't know. But then let's listen to Ollie's.
Coming to destroy yours.
If it will play. This is the one. I wonder if he's trying to have them taken down. Because these ones keep not playing and saying that there's an issue with them. Well, Ali does the same thing. He laughs throughout most of it. It's uncomfortable. It feels forced. It feels like the girls are trying too hard. And Wade Wilson always is asking for money, commissary, sorry. And in the one I was going to show you, Ollie was getting money from her. And I'm like, yeah, they must just be talking to all these girls and just trying to get all of their money so they can have all of the snacks. They got to talk to Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone needs to know. She just needs to talk to all of these guys and they'll all send in money for her snacks. So very interesting stuff. I'm hoping that they put out another video. Maybe at some point down the road, she'll be interested in talking with me. Like I said, I'm not going to say her name or picture right now. I want to respect her privacy, especially while she is very much so in this and talking to him as we speak. So we'll just keep an eye on it, and if any more videos come up by them, we will be listening and watching immediately. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great evening. I will be back on here tomorrow for a couple of trials. So I will see you then.